Franklin tucked the letter and the mysterious book under his arm and quietly exited the hidden study, locking the door behind him. He knew he couldn't confront David yet, not without understanding what all this meant. If there was a deeper will or a hidden inheritance, it wouldn't be found through shouting in a lawyer's office. It would be found in memory, in truth. He took the book to his childhood bedroom, still untouched, filled with old comic books, photos, and the smell of cedar. He opened to the first page and reread the line, "The one who remembers the beginning shall inherit the future." What was the beginning? He scanned the first riddle. Where first light kissed your eyes and a lullaby danced through the walls, beneath the stars and softest skies, there truth begins and silence calls. He knew instantly it was the cottage on the North Hill where he was born. Before the mansion, before the empire, before Edison made his first million, they lived there. Franklin had vague memories of warm nights, the smell of pine, and his mother singing while Edison read by the fireplace. That cottage had been boarded up for years. Franklin took his bike and rode there under the golden morning light. The building was worn, but it stood strong. He broke the lock and stepped inside. Dust danced in the sunbeams through the broken shutters. The fireplace was still there, along with the rocking chair his mother loved. He walked slowly, reverently, until he saw something etched into the stone above the hearth, carved carefully into the rock. In the place of first fire, the second flame is hidden. He lit a match and held it to the cold ashes of the fireplace. As the light glowed, it revealed a faint line, a seam at the base of the hearth, a hidden compartment. Inside was a metal box. Franklin opened it and found a rolled-up scroll. A handwritten will, signed and notarized, dated a year after the formal will David had presented. In it, Edison left the majority of the land and liquid assets to Franklin. But more than that, it described why, a long letter explaining Edison's regrets, how he had misjudged both sons, and how he saw in Franklin not just goodness, but vision. Franklin's heart pounded. This changed everything. But he knew showing David wouldn't be enough. His brother wouldn't believe it. Not unless Franklin could reveal it in a way even David couldn't deny. Franklin carefully returned the second will to the metal box, wrapping it in a cloth and placing it inside his backpack. As he biked back to the estate, his mind raced. He didn't want revenge. He didn't even care about the money. But he knew this wasn't just about inheritance. It was about legacy, truth, and setting things right. When he arrived, David's black car was already parked in the driveway. That meant trouble. Inside the house, he heard his brother's raised voice echoing from their father's office. "You think you can stall this, Franklin?" David said, arms crossed, eyes narrowed. "The lawyers are ready. The board is ready. You have nothing." Franklin said nothing at first. He studied his brother. Sharp suit, expensive watch, jaw tight with entitlement. The kind of man Edison once admired. "I found something," Franklin said evenly. "In the cottage." David froze. "The cottage?" Franklin nodded. "Father left something behind, a letter and a second will." David laughed. "You expect me to believe that? Why didn't you bring it forward before?" "Because it wasn't meant to be forced into the light. It was meant to be earned." Franklin reached into his bag and handed David a copy of the letter. Not the will yet, just Edison's handwritten message, the one addressed to Franklin. David read it in silence. His eyes shifted. For the first time, his voice cracked. This isn't real." "It is," Franklin said. "And you know it." David looked up, something fierce flickering behind his eyes. "This won't change anything. The lawyers will tear it apart. You don't understand the world we live in. You never did." "No," Franklin said. "I understand it too well. That's why Father changed his mind." They stood in silence, two brothers raised under the same roof, shaped by the same man, now staring down the question of what came next. And then David said something unexpected. "Show me."